Hi, welcome to my video. This is a video number 6, the continuity of the display data or data fetch from database and insert data in database. In previous video, we can see the how to department files we fetch from the databases. Okay. Now we are going to student entry form. This post method, how will be data insert in the databases. Okay. So first of all, we can go to create our model sections. Okay. So now here class student details. Okay. So models, sorry, models dot model. Okay. So go to the first name. So what are the fields you needed? First name, models dot, then character length, maximum length equal to 50. Okay. So already we are creating the student entry form. How many fields are asking here? First one is here, first name, second and last name, third one is a gender, date of birth, select department, and like I say address. Okay. So we have to 6 fields are available, like to 6 fields are available. Okay. So now we are copy these same sections and paste like that. Okay. So second one is here, last name, next one, then and third one is here, date of birth. Okay. So here date of birth we can add this, we can like the date field we are right here. Okay. So date of birth we can asking the date field. So date field. Okay. If you have any more doubt or regarding from the these kind of import files, you can go check in the Django documentations. Okay. So now we, first of all we can import the file date time, and then you can add the date field sections. Okay. This is a date of birth. Okay. We can give this some space. Then second one is, then last one is gender. Yeah, before that we can write a gender, date of birth, the fourth part, like this cartoon, like paste, I say gender sections. Okay. Then this, like I say, department. Okay. So this department already we create the this section. So now we are want to the import this file. So here we can related to the many to many relationship or one to one relationship. Here I call the one to one relationship, like as here foreign key, then add it the. Okay. So like what is a parameter, like which department, which parameter, like that foreign key, then you are add it on delete functions. Okay. On delete is like as a models dot cascade files. If you want any more details regarding these sections, you can go to and check your the Django documentation. Okay. So we can add it department. Okay. Then last field is address sections. So address sections we can conclude the lot fields. Okay. And what are the fields in your represented in the admin sections? Okay. Self. Okay. Then return, like that function key. Yeah. Then like it's a self dot, this in a primary key we need it, and self dot we can, what is a self dot first name, and go to self dot last name, and go to self dot what is it, gender, yeah, like that, and go to self dot date of birth and go to self dot department and go to self dot address. Okay, so if you want to display the class student details in your admin sections like that, so here only departments reference it here. Already I told in previous videos how to reference it here. So the what is a step method, we can add the model sections. Student details is a class name, and bottom we can write another admin site dot register student details. Okay, so now we have created the student details in the models.py. So what is the next step? First of all, we go to stop here. We can go to make migration sections. Yeah, create a model the student details, and then we go to the migrate. Yes, yes, the another SQLite is here, updated the department and also student details. Okay, then we go to the run server. Yeah, successfully run it, and we go to the reference. Yeah, reference here, student details are okay. So now we want to add the some student name like this. Last name BB. Okay, gender is a male. So date is here, today date, and the department you will like it, computer science. Address is here, BBB. Okay, so see that, yes. So now represented data here. Okay, so now we want to uh, display these files and represented here, student details. Okay, now the same things, how to department activities, we are added the same messages we have to follow here. Okay, so what will the next step? You can go to views.py in index. Simply we can call about student details. Okay, or simply student. Yeah, before that you don't forget, you can call your models. Okay, so what is the model name? Student details. Okay, you don't forget, enter your first of all models import files. Okay, then student underscore details objects dot all. Okay, then second thing, we can context or dictionary values, student 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 file. Okay, so then we go to the index file. Simply we calling, yeah, you can create your for loop value stu like that, student in std student, and like a for loop close it, and for like for dot, sorry, stu dot, you can tell first name. Okay, small, first of all we check it this file name. Yeah, there are first name is AA is will be represented here. Now we want to clearly neat up the these file sections. Okay, so how to represent it here? We can add it the table form. Already told that table form. Okay, got body sections. Yeah, where is this sections? Yeah, we can add it this table like that, copied, and we can add the paste method. Okay, like I say serial number, like I say we add the first name. We can add the 6 fields are available here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the last name, this like I say gender, DOB, date of birth, department, then address. Okay, so like that we have to add student, the for loop, already told that stu. Okay, the for loop counter, what is in our first sections, stu dot first name. So you don't forget what are in the given in the models.py. Yeah, like is a first name. Okay, so like I say last name, gender, DOB, and department dot, like I say department. What is the meaning? I will tell later. Okay, first on the department, AD address. Okay, yeah. So here represented the values to hyphen computer science engineering. Now we want to only computer science and engineering. Okay, so we have to integrate this file and one more subdivision department dot department. Whatever you filled it, you can add it. Okay, see that? Yeah, it's a perfectly working for the student details. Okay, okay. Now we are going to post method, how to form insert the data in the student databases. Okay, so now we want to check this in the first name and the last name, enter your details. Okay, so but here the nothing show the department sections. Okay, so next we give the some address. Okay, so how to select this department? Okay, so when you go to these sections, okay, so what we given in this area, okay, so student entry form, in this before the student entry form we give some messages, the same thing, the student department all can fetch here. Okay, you can copy it here, and then the same things we can follow here. Okay, department of, then come to the your student entry form here. Now we go to then for loop sections, because they now they fetch the department files. Okay, I can like that dft, yeah, what's the given name here, dft. Okay, then next we can close our for loop. Okay, before that we can go to our option section, then value, we can call our like dpt dot, we can fetch our primary key id value, then and display the what kind of values, dbt dot department values. Okay, yeah, that's an app. Now we go to check our files, see that, yeah, nothing. So here, 1 second, refresh it, got some error, you can check it. What will do, yeah, not save this file. Okay, now 1 second, refresh it, yeah, civil, computer science, EC department. Okay, there are 3 departments are available, then you can select your department here. Okay, now we will go to run our insert our values. So what will the date sections, select your department, computer science, your address is triple S. Okay, submit, yeah. So this is very important. When you go to the post method, we can add the CSR of values. Okay, this very request for the CSR token value, we have to insert our form method. Okay, so we come to the our student entry form, then bottom of the sections we can add the CS. This is a security level. For every request you have to create one token level. Okay, so I will show the how to generate the token level in request method. Okay, so in action method, what will do, in the same page will be redirecting. Okay, so what will given, we give the same URL like as a student entry, the same page. After the submission of our form, the page will be redirected to the same pages. Okay, so once again you go to refresh it, you give the name Kumar, then or choose sender mail, then give the date of birth, you can give any one date of birth, June, select your department, address, then like I say DD. Okay, submit your answer, then nothing to happens here. So what we'll do, you can check our student data, refresh it, nothing happens here. So what we'll do, the main importance, we have insert our value into the databases. So here go to the views.py, we can enter the our request method, that is like as a request post method. Okay, so now is a very important line we have to include here, see that. Okay, first thing of all, we can request dot method, sorry, method equal to post. Okay, so we can, now we are using the try and catch method. Suppose if we got any error, okay, you can use the method like that one. Okay, so first of all we can add the first name. Okay, so first name request dot post, what will given. So this is a, this post method, what you are require, what you are asking in your name field, see that FRT name. So please carefully you have to enter your methods. Okay, so on the same line you have to copy the all things. Okay, so this is your last name, this is your gender, this is your date of birth, this is your department, this is your address sections. Okay, now we will go to last name. Okay, so what we given in the last name field, yeah, LST name. Okay, LST name. Second thing is, next one is your gender method. So what will given in the what have given gender, yeah, like that, like that you can go to gender method. Okay, then another thing, so next one is a date of birth. So in the date of birth field we are asking the date field. So before the date field we can import the file here like that. The same thing we are already include in the models.py. Yeah, this is a date time, we can add the here from date time, import date time. Okay, so after that you can add this one. Okay, so import date time. Okay, so gender, next one is a date of birth. Okay, so in request.post method, before that we can call our package file date time dot string p time. Okay, so request post method, the like is a date of birth dob. Okay, so after that we can add the format like that, the year of value, then percentage of month and percentage of date value. Okay, the next thing is yeah, before that, before the insert our department value, we are asking the id. Yes, see that in before that insert our department, we are asking the id. Okay, so what kind of which id we have to fetch our department, we don't know, the system don't know, the understand the which id we should store the in student database entry. So that's why we can create the, first of all we fetch the id and store in your database student databases department. Okay, so how to write this one? So like that department, like on like name is a depart. Okay, so request dot post method, then what will given in the method, so like is a department. Okay, department, like this add one department. Okay, after the next line we have fetch the department like this, like is our department models, and we get the object file and get method pk values, which pk values, like I say this department pk values, because this department variable then store the department id. Then next point we can fetch the department id. So this line we can store the, we can get the department id, we can get the store the values in dpt. Okay, the last one is you store the address. Okay, address, then like that id address. Okay, so after that, very important, we store our data. Okay, so we can create on data files and we give the our models and save the files. Okay, so what is the first name equal to first name and last name equal to last name. So this value, the first name and last name depends upon the this kind of variables. Okay, and another thing is the secondary variable is called is this kind of variables. Okay, then gender, like gender, then department date of birth equal to date of birth, department equal to dpt. Yeah, see that you can store this value. Okay, dpt, and the last one is address equal to address method. Okay, then the next line after that you can store our data, save our data in databases. Okay, student data dot save our files. Then after that we can give the expert value. Suppose if we have any errors in these sections, we give some messages error part. Okay. Now successfully post method is created. Now we want to check our files. Okay. Then refresh it. Give your data, more, or choose gender, male, data for this one, computer science engineering, address, DDT. Yeah. So now we have to, nothing happens to here because we know we not include the success messages here. So before that we can check our student details. Yeah, the data is successfully stored. Yes, we can refresh it. Yeah, we got it. Okay, so our data is successfully stored in the student entry form. So we want to some success message here. We want to add some success message here after the submit your registration form or entry form. Okay. So what we'll do? We give the some messages. Okay. So we can before that we can I will go to check in your Google. Yeah. Danjo messages. After success form, you can Danjo messages. We can download the package this value and insert in your coding. Okay. Yeah, this is a messages, enabling messages, message framework. Yeah, this is a success messages. Okay, you can copy these messages and save your views files. Okay, and after that you can give some messages. Yeah, see that if messages URL success message here, the same message will be followed here. This is a get messages, success message and the error messages. Okay, so how to this copy this message to in our coding. I will show how to represent this one. Before that we can add the some points, we can add some blocks. Okay, yeah, see that we go to this block. This is a row method we can represent here. This is a card body sections. After that we have this area, that means one success area we can display it here. See that before that we can go to bootstrap method. Bootstrap alert. Okay, bootstrap alert. So we want to close this variable. Yeah, and copied here. We can inside the body sections. We can create another row sections. The same thing. Then the same messages will be followed here because we have created 3 columns. One column is a 2, another column is a 8 method. Okay, so now copied here and paste. Okay, okay, this is here method 8. In this body sections, in this column section, we can add this kind of messages. See that? Okay, save it and check our files. Yeah, successfully we can change our value. Successfully data stored. Okay, now here warning messages are displayed, we can create our change the colors success method. See that, yeah, successfully data stored and created, then refresh it, that's all. Okay, so now we want to these messages add here. Which messages? These messages, whenever if messages are displayed, then follow the this kind of messages will be displayed. Okay, so already we have written in the sections try method. So what will given inside after the your store messages, we give the two values. Okay, so like this messages dot success. So what will give request, you give some messages successfully data stored. Okay, then if you got a error message, messages dot error, then request error, please check. Okay, so this is a message, success message you had to written in the try and expert method. Then how to fetch the how to call the in your HTML forms. Okay, so this is the same messages you can call from the like that. This is a for loop messages dot in messages, and you give the message tags, and in what you given the messages method in the inside in your success messages. Yeah, this is a error or sorry, successfully messages or error message. Okay, so what will given here, then successfully, yeah, we can go to this one. We can go to check for loop mess messages in messages. Okay, then after that we can do close it and for. Okay, so inside that we give the if condition, if messages condition. Okay, if messages equal, sorry, if messages tags, so this like this one, yes, if messages tags. Okay, if messages tags equal to success, already we give the success method in this like that, this one, this success. Okay, message equal to success. Okay, so inside that we can call our messages, these messages. Okay, and then you can, okay, and the last one is we close our end if sections. Here suppose the success messages will be here, the data is successfully stored, we can display this message. Suppose the message will be error, what we will do here, we can create another block method, you can copy this one, and we are using the else part section here. Okay, elif message dot tags equal to error block. Okay, so what is like this error, this is a method for the error, this error block. Okay, if error, what will be represented here, the same tag will be copied and paste here, but we can change success. Instead of success, you can add the danger method. That's all. The same messages will be, suppose if tags is equal to success, the message will be referenced to data. What message? Successfully data stored. Otherwise, if we get the error message, otherwise got it, error, please check. Okay, so once again we can run it over all the files. Go to reference our entry. Okay, so in the title form, the student information is available because this is student entry, so we can change our title block, student entry form. Okay, yeah, successfully changed it. Yeah, it's a caps letter. Okay, now once again check it. Ravi, yes, Kumar, gender, male, date of birth, June 31st, department civil, and like that address. Yeah, the successfully data will be stored. Now we can check it our student details. Yeah, the name will be stored here. Okay, so in every pages we have no specific command for the home tag, so we will add the some tags here. So we could go to the buttons in Bootstrap, go to the buttons, and before that, inside the body of the body, card body sections, header sections here. Okay, so here you can create div class row, okay, div class column md2. Okay, copied, then paste here, then we can add it 8. Okay, inside the sections you can, where is a button, what is it? Yeah, so this is, we can copy this button sections. Once the button copied, primary button, we can paste here and check it this form. Yeah, this form sections. And one more thing, we have to using the breakpoint essentially here. Suppose you want to go to the right hand side, so you can add the text end. Okay, so automatically, so if you want to, this command button go to home sections. Okay, so without button type, we can give the anchor link here, then we give the href value, so add the index method, url index blocks. Okay, refresh it, see that, yeah, successfully come to the index part. The same thing when you go to the department sections, we can copy to the same block and department sections and paste here. Okay, then refresh it. Yeah, come to the department. Okay, now we want to another block is here. Suppose if you want to add any department like here, so the student details you can enter, student entry form you can entered. Suppose if you want to add the more department like civil, computer science, ECE. Suppose if you want to add triple E department or electrical department, sorry, mechanical department, you need it. So we can add another button or button forms like that. So we can check it like another information button. Okay, button information, you can give add department, sorry, yeah, add department. So here I can use the model sections, one of the Bootstrap familiar models. Okay, so in this model you see that if we click any one buttons, yeah, this is like that. We can add the department, we can same well as we add department like that, this window. Okay, so what we'll do, we can simply we copied these two lines. Okay, this comes simply copy two lines. The remaining thing also already is available in our code. Okay, so the code information you can add it. Database table model data target is the example model one. Okay, in bottom we can add this method, this model sections. Okay, this model sections in you can add your bottom of your code. Okay, so now refresh it and check it. Yeah, successfully model is opened. Okay, now want to in this body sections here, model title, add department. Okay, add department, and okay, so here is a model body, we no need the model footer here. Okay, so here we can create our form section because this is a form method. Okay, action method, then method equal to post. Okay, action method the same will be redirect these pages. Okay, so in this form you can create the model body sections. Before they very important, you can add the CRF value, token value. Okay, so you can give class name, then like is a small rows we have to create. Okay, small rows, we can like it on label, enter the department. Okay, input type equal to text, name field equal to department, and the class file is equal to form control. Okay, we need a placeholder, enter the department. Then check our file. Sorry, like I say, name department, spelling mistake. CRC is a spelling mistake. CSR of token. Okay, input type equal to name department, class form control, placeholder, enter department. Okay, then you come to the model footer. Actually we deleted, we can add it to model footer. model footer, this is like as a submit button. Submit value, this is like as a reset button. Reset, sorry, this is a like as a reset value, this is like as a submit. Okay, this is like a submit. Okay, now you want to check it. Yeah, now we go to reset. No need the data dismiss part. Okay, so refresh it, add department, click the write it, reset value. Okay, so now we want to add the add method in the department. So we can come to the our department sections, view.py. The same thing here to copied here and add this one. So no need this kind of message with just one value like as a dipped. Okay, so like the name is a department. Okay, so this is a name like as a department. Okay, so this kind of value department equal to what's it, dipped. Okay, successfully department stored. There are some messages department stored. Then you can come to this block. Okay, once again add it. So now we want to add the success message in the area. Okay, so already we can create a success message, yeah, like that. This one we can copy this kind of messages in code body sections. Okay, so come to the department and where is the code body sections, yeah, this is here. We can add it one more thing and save all things. Okay, so now refresh these pages. So you can add it, you can add your department triple E. Submit this one, yes, it successfully submit the value, but department is not represented here. Okay, so once again we check it. So department, yeah, department is not saved here. We got some I think so some errors here. So we asked by request method, the form method will be come down. What error? Form action is a department method post, like its name is a department. Enter the department view.py is like its request dot method. Yeah, then like is here You give name department data. The data is not saved here. Okay, we delete the save files. Dot save method. Okay, once again check it, refresh it, add a department, like I said, triple E, submit. Yeah, the successfully stored in your triple E department. Okay, now when enter your department, like a student entry, like the automatically fetch the your triple E department. Okay, so now you can understand your how to enter your data in your database and how to fetch the data in your database. Okay, so thanks for watching. We will see in the another details in the next video. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you.